Hi guys, so today I'm gonna be making the fried rice and using whatever I have. As you see, I have some rice, spring onion, lettuce, peppers, carrot, and 3 eggs, or however eggs you like. Some people liked a lot of eggs, some people liked just a little bit eggs. And with protein meat, I have like whatever is easy for you. I have some diced cold cut, roast turkey cold cuts. So let's get started. Now I have been, so I turn around, like I like to turn high heat, and this is one of the most important parts. As I mentioned, the egg. All right, hold on. It's gonna be a little loud because I'm going to turn on the fan a little bit because it's gonna make a lot of oil thing. Now first, as the, sorry about the background noise. So I'm going to wait until, like, you can see a little bit steaming with the oil coming out. That's when you started to pour your eggs in, and this is, like I said, is the most important part in a fried rice. All right. And when you see that, it's almost like a scrambled egg, but with a lot of like a good amount of oil. And when it's high heat, when it'll only have this kind of like the scrambled egg, it will only turn like this when it's in a high heat. So look, like it's almost like frying the egg real quick. And then you have to immediately stir it, and that's so you don't have to, like, you know, cut it with your spatula. You know, when you stir it, it kind of already make it into like really small cubes, and you don't really have to use a wok. I just happen to have, you know, use everything with my wok. You can use like a bigger frying pan, you know. And now the second step, I normally will add my rice in. You don't have to make all of it. Like people like fair amount of like rice in their fried rice. Like not a ton. Like it has to be like, I'm not gonna put in all of my rice in there today, just because I'm gonna leave some white rice for my other food. So it's very hard to cook with one hand, but I'm trying my best. Okay, let's yes, you do have to crush the rice kind of, because they are like a break after you leave it overnight. And yes, you do have to use like the best fried rice is when you use leftover rice. So as you can see, now it's turning into like a very nice color. There are so many recipes on the internet, on YouTube. People use a different way to cook it, but this is how I've been cooking a fried rice for like years and years. So now back to all the stuff, you know, veggie. I like to put the meats in there first. I just think that the meat, even though it's cooked, I like to cook the meat through. I like to cook the meat first. So now we put in the meat. And just about stirring about like a minute or so. Stir. Usually my wok is not wobbly like this because I use 2 hands to do my fried rice. But yes, now I'm using 1 hand. It's very wobbly. I will like usually hold on to, you know, my pan with the other hand. As I say, there's you know, about a minute. I think now it's about a minute. All right, now I like to adding some of the, like, so when you add in your this is just what I do. It's okay. All right, stop. All right. So when you're trying to add some spice in, you should like turn your heat, your stove down to low, just so when you grab something, the rice doesn't burn. You know, like I burn my rice all the time. I know people like the crispy, but if you can just turn it down to low, it'll be better. Now, like as usual, we just put just a little bit salt in. That wasn't a lot. It seems like a lot, but it wasn't. And some black pepper. Hold on. There we go. Just a little bit. You know, salt and pepper, right? It's always good. That's it. You know, before you put in the veggie, you put in some salt and pepper. And there's not really other spice in your fried rice. It doesn't need a lot. Now, since you know, the stove is still on the low, you should start to add in your veggies. It's better when you chop them very fine. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna put down my my phone when I add this in because I can't. All right, 1 second. I have all my veggies in there, and then this is the time that you should just start it to turn your heat back to high. In Asia, people used to do their stir fry and you know, fried rice on the high heat all the way through till you finish cooking. It gives like a really it's just like when you, I don't know how to explain it, whatever, you know, just cook it the way I do, you know, you will get the good result. The egg is very important part. Now as when, like, I know now it looks very colorful, like you could, like if you try to avoid soy sauce, it's fine, because some people don't like too much soy sauce, don't like to put a lot of colors in their you know, in their food. A soy sauce does have like a taste to make the fried rice taste better. I personally would put in 2 soy sauce, just because my son is picky with the veggie. He will not like to see all those veggie, those greens in there. Like, he would not be eating those. So I put in some really dark soy sauce to color it. And then that way, if you can see, like, it will make it, you know, the restaurants usually will have like this kind of fried rice. that's really dark because, oh shoot, I'm burning it. Turn it down. Now I just turn off the heat completely because everything is basically already cooked. You honestly, what you really need in there now is like, you know, a little bit, like if you eat my fried rice, I usually put some sugar in there too. When you put your soy sauce, that just gives like a nice little sweet taste. But pretty much this is done. And thanks for watching. Hope you make your own fried rice and hopefully it tastes good.